Alright, I gotta just plug in. I'm gonna use, so I was using, for when we were playing Nobunaga's Ambition, a PS4 controller, but I'm gonna switch. I have a Nintendo controller that plugs in USB. It's obviously third party, but like it's, you know, the NES. Or like D-pad and 2-button thing. I'm gonna plug that in real quick, so give me just a second. We'll be about ready to go. Also, Slumdang Pachista was abused by, where was it? Can Rhonda see chat? Should we hide Wichita Wander? So, Rhonda's not in chat or, like, reading chat expressly, but,
I
like...
can be.
She said she can be.
You want me in that bitch? I'll go. What y'all doing?
But yeah, like, when I read out loud, obviously, then she hears, because her desk is just to the left of me. So... then that's part of the reason too. A lot of the time why like I'm not using the VTube thing and stuff, because then not only am I blasting myself with the ring light, like I'm blasting Rhonda with the ring light as well. So just being respectful, you know. Let's see. So no duping items using. Yeah, I don't. The only glitch that I will use is the Mew glitch to catch a Mew, but I might not even really use Mew. Mew's not all that powerful anyway. Just sort of like, wait, why would they hide Wichita? Wait, so yeah, so probably not, I'm not going to be like duping items or anything like that. But we will be doing the Mew capture trick. Yeah, I know, no name yourself sounds silly. I'll show you a Master Blaster unzips, Wichita says. Rhonda just chuckles. For the sound redeem to be spammable where it overlaps, I don't know if you can do that straight through Twitch redeems. Oh wait, no, actually it probably could. I think there's like there's a setting I can change, but I don't know if it's shorter than the length of the audio clip, then I guess it would start to overlap. I don't know, maybe I'll play with that at some point. Just catch up with chat quick too. This is where they came out. Oh, so yeah, Crystal Stadium 2 can be funny, but Crystal Clear works with PoKéMoN Stadium 2, the mod of Crystal. I forget how they did it. Yeah, I remember a part of it, they had said something about, like, they tricked the game into thinking you've already beat the Elite Four or something, so, like, I forget, there were details that I read about it. Like, not programming details, but, like, what they released publicly, you know what I mean? But they did get that for it. I infused it with Pepsi Crystal. For Crystal Clear, I like it. Yeah, we'll do a playthrough of Red here. I might use a little bit of blue in order to complete the Pokédex. But, we'll get started here, I guess. Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokémon. My name is Oak. You call me the Pokémon Pro. The world is inhabited by creatures called Pokémon. For some people, Pokémon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokémon as a profession. First, what is your name? In this version, he does not ask, are you a boy or a girl? We won't just do that. We'll do my name. Yeah, Crystal introduced the ability to play as a girl. Time I saw a playthrough of this a long time ago, and the game zoomed in. Oh, was he like playing like using the Super Game Boy or something, you mean? This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What is his name again? I think a Pokemon prof might be getting a little bit of Alzheimer's or something here. We'll just go with Blue. That's right, I remember now. His name is Blue. Dude, when I was a kid growing up, I owned Blue. I did not own Red initially. My friend, one of my friends had Red. They were just zoomed in the video. Like, was that on accident? Let's go! Yeah, I'm not gonna read everything word for word that pops up, but I will read some shit. My cat is playing the SNES. Okay, it's time to go. No, it's not. We're playing more SNES. Alright, now. We'll get going now. PoKéMoN. Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Prof Oak next door is looking for you. Also, this is like, I think if I remember right, the only instance where this feature is used. So we look at the TV from here, right? There's a movie on TV where boys are walking on railroad tracks. Better go too. If you look at it from the front, it says that, but if you look at it from the side, oops, wrong side. I think that's the only thing. This is the only thing in this game that I can think of off the top of my head that has this sort of like, it says one thing when you look at it from one direction and something else from another. Used to have a board game where people had to read cards that others had written and everyone had to guess who wrote what, but we often just made the reader say incriminating things. That sounds like, what you call it, Cards Against Humanity. Was out at Grandpa's lab. A study Pokemon is Professor Oak's aid. They say the same thing. But are they NPCs? Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. And many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Hey, Blue. Oh, night cat. Gramps isn't around. Those are Pokeballs. They contain Pokemon. The save option is on the menu screen. Push start to open the menu. Which I do want to do something real quick here. On fast text. I'll leave battle animation on. And we'll do shift. Okay. Round full of Pokemon books. Okay, this is it. Yeah, I'll try the front. Oh, Red Rescue Team on GBA. There's okay, I see what you're saying. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they can protect me. No, Professor Oak does not appear to be anywhere in town. Even though he's fucking looking for us. Like, where the fuck is he? Alright, we'll just go up north. Hey, wait, don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. He says I know as if he wasn't planning on giving us a Pokemon today anyway, because he was already looking for us. And his grandson, whose name he doesn't even remember, was already waiting for him. Gramps, he must really... He's getting old. Having memory issues. I'm fed up with waiting. Blue? Let me think. Well, that's right, I told you to come. But see, he doesn't even remember he told his grandson to come over to his lab. Okay, there are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! They're inside the Pokeballs. I think I already knew that because I checked the Pokeballs and it said that they contain Pokemon, but okay. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon fan. In old age, I have only 3 left, but you can have one. Choose. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient. Blue, you can have one too. I don't need to be greedy like you. Go ahead and choose. So, the age old. How are we being greedy when we were told to go first? The age old question. Which starter do you choose? You got Charmander. Obviously prefers hot places. When it rains, steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail. We've got Squirtle. After birth, its back swells and hardens into a shell, powerfully sprays foam from its mouth. And then finally, we've got Bulbasaur. A strange seed was planted on its back at birth. And it sprouts and grows with this Pokemon. So you want to plant Pokemon Bulbasaur? I think we're gonna go... We're playing the red version, we'll go with Charm. So you want the fire Pokemon Charmander? Yes! This Pokemon is really energetic! An actual card? Yeah, that is an actual card from Cards Against Humanity. Wait, why is the word card missing completely from your message there? It's missing like in 2 spots. What happened there, Celine? You good? She'd be like, I'm going to look. We're like, no. That Pokemon looks a lot stronger. Okay, buddy. You picked a turtle. I've got a fire lizard.
You need to watch your fucking attitude.
Pokemon can fight against it. Wait. Hey, Cat. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Apparently Squirtle is Rhonda's son. Yeah, this is the one battle where you can lose and suffer no consequences. Ugh, we are not doing much damage. And he's doing like 4 a hit. We might have if he does not do any tail whips, we're probably gonna have to pop our potion. Yeah, and if this is like your first time playing, you might not even have like the potion from the PC if you didn't know to grab it. But it's also kind of like a tutorial battle of sorts, even though it doesn't like yell at you how to do things. It's essentially a tutorial. My cat defeated Blue. Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. My cat. Gramps, smell you later. That's why Blue never becomes the champion.
I know, but an adult now. That's a crazy ass thing to say.
Yeah. Using your own Pokemon like game to fight. Okay. But the game really actually doesn't even tell you to go to the next town. It's just like, raise your Pokemon by making it fight. Which is funny because in the Japanese version, the original release of this, there's a bug where if you get your Pokemon to evolve before you progress the story, like if you just fight here long enough that your starter evolves, then you break the game and you cannot progress because it acts as if you got the Pokedex. Because you've caught 2 Pokemon because your Pokemon evolved, and so you can't give Professor Oak his parcel. I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know. I'll give you a sample. Here you go. We didn't even have the pop-up potion for that, right? Which was nice. No forced tutorials. Or at least the tutorials, like, didn't hold your hand through the tutorials. Yeah, there is a way to get pity Pokeballs. Forget exactly how you get them in Gen 1, but you can get them in the international release too. I just don't remember how you trigger it. Well, you get 0 Pokeballs in the very original releases. Also, if there's a little bit of echoing of the game volume, I have the game coming out of my sound coming out of my speakers. It's pretty low on my end, but the microphone might pick it up a little bit while I'm talking. Just so y'all know, if that sounds a little weird, that's why. Oof. Alright. It goes down to like 5 HPGs. Sir, can you move? There's those ledgers along the road. It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. You didn't tell me to jump, you just said I could. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We hope Pokemon back to perfect health. Are you here with Pokemon? Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. Thank you. Your Pokemon are fighting fit? We hope to see you again. Pokemon Center in every town ahead. We don't charge any money either. Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. You can use that PC in the corner, the receptionist told me. So kind! Welcome to the Cable Club. We're making preparations. Please wait. And then here we can access Pokemon storage through someone's PC. But obviously we only have one Pokemon, so we can't deposit the last Pokemon or do anything there, really. And then there's our PC, which is where we grabbed that potion from. But we can store items in there if need be. You want to know about the 2 kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Sure. Caterpie has no poison, but Beetle does. Watch out for its poison sting. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? You know Prof Oak, right? The order came in. Will you take it to him? You got Oak's parcel. Okay. Say hi to Professor Oak for me. Oh, potions are also allowed. It sells many antidotes. Radiant City, the eternally green paradise. This Pokeball's at your waist. You have Pokemon. I only have one Pokeball at my waist, but okay. It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon at any time, anywhere. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet. I like how they had to edit this as well for the international release. You can't go through here. This is private property. So they play him off as a grumpy old man because he hasn't had his coffee yet, but really he's just a drunk old man, and that's why he's being a dick. My daddy loves Pokemon too. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but hard. Simple names are the easiest to remember. I typically don't do nicknames for my Pokemon. Spearow, named Speary. The tweet. The onomatopoeia is kind of interesting that they choose. Phew, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Looked at the notebook. First page. Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can be carried. People who raise and make Pokemon fight are called Pokemon trainers. Turn the page? Yes. Second page. Multi-Pokemon may be hard to catch, so weaken it first. Poison, burns, and other damage are effective. Turn the page? Yes. Third page. Pokemon trainers seek others to engage in Pokemon fights. Those are constantly fought at Pokemon gyms. Turn the page? Yes. Fourth page. The goal for Pokemon trainers is to beat the top 8 Pokemon gym leaders. Do so to earn the right to face the Elite Four of Pokemon League. Hey, don't look at my notes! She's trying to memorize her notes and reading it, we're just fucking turning the pages. Okay, be sure to read the blackboard carefully. The board describes Pokemon status changes during battles. Pokemon can't attack if it's asleep. Pokemon will stay asleep even after battles. Use Awakening to wake them up. A burn reduces power and speed. It also causes ongoing damage. Burns remain after battles. Use Burn Heal to cure a burn. When poisoned, a Pokemon's health steadily drops. Poison lingers after battles. Use an antidote to cure poison. If frozen, a Pokemon becomes totally immobile. Stays frozen even after the battle ends. Use Ice Heal to thaw out a Pokemon. Paralysis could make Pokemon moves misfire. Paralysis remains after battles. Use Paralyze Heal for treatment. Yeah, Sleep and Frozen are pretty broken. Also, just really quick, all your item needs fulfilled. And read the signs on the shops. Yo, your Pokemon. What about something? Say anything about the tree? But okay, yeah. In the Gen 1, you don't say anything about the trees when you check them out. Cat found potion. They don't tell you that paralysis actually additionally cuts the speed of Pokemon, so that they pretty much always go second. I think there might still be some cases, like other than priority moves, where a paralyzed Pokemon could end up still going first. But like, that's a pretty extreme case, if that is possible. Hey, Oak. Medcat delivery service here. Oh, Medcat, how's my old Pokemon? Oh, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. We just got the thing today. What, you have something for me? Yes, we have your parcel. Oh, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Meanwhile, there's no such custom Pokeball, like, ordering service, so, like, where... Does he already know about Johto? Hey, Gramps, what did you call me for? Right, I have a request. YouTube. On the desk, there's my mentioned Pokédex. Automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. My cat in blue, take these with you. Got the Pokédex from Oak. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream, but I'm too old, I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. My cat, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. You know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Night Cat. Ha ha ha. This cool-ass little music. Don't make sense. Yeah, I don't think the catching mechanics quite work the way they wanted them to in Gen 1. Grandpa asked you to run an errand. Here, this will help you. She must really hate her brother. But, like, we're able to just, like, make up a quick excuse. Like, oh, hey, your grandpa asked us to run an errand. Can we borrow that town map? And she just hands it over. Meanwhile, Blue told her, like, don't give Nightcat map. Don't do it. And she still did it. Right, now the shop actually opens up to us. better. I'm happy. Okay. You want Pokeballs. And we want some antidotes. We could. I'm gonna just spend the rest of them to Pokeballs here. Area unknown for Squirtle. Pidgey, though, we have seen a Pidgey. So we'll try to catch a Pidgey. No Pidgey here. Oh damn, it's level 5 Pidgey. Actually would be nice to catch, because I could just use it if I wouldn't need to train it up. I think I want to do maybe one more scratch on it, if we can land it. We probably will have some grinding sessions on this playthrough. Pokédex data will be added for Pidgey. Common sight in forests and woods. It flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. I'm kind of debating on if we want to like make use of TMs a lot or not. I probably will just do free use of TMs. And I kind of just like how TMs are like limited use. In that, like I wouldn't mind if I had to pay every time I wanted to use one, or like to obtain a new copyright, but there's most of the TMs are one-time purchases, which kind of are like one-time fines. You only get one copy per game, which is kind of annoying. That if you want to like say put water gun onto a couple Pokemon or something like that, right? Like you only find one water gun. I think Earthquake might be like a single TM in the whole game too. Let's drop my controller. I don't remember offhand. But I know like, I think Ice Beam is also. I dropped my controller and Wichita Water shits his pants. That's just the way the world goes. I'm pretty sure the mic picked that up, so I don't have to repeat it. Duping TMs is fine, but you would not dupe rare candies. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, like, what we could do, what you could do, for example, if you've got, like, 2 copies of the game, you could just play through until you can get that TM again. Right, it's a time investment to do that. And then you trade over, teach it, and then trade back, right, type thing. Since you can't actually technically trade items, so... I don't know. Because sometimes when I play Gen 1, I will play through without using TMs at all and only use the naturally learned skills, or maybe like allow the usage of 1 TM, or like like 1 TM per Pokemon or something like that. So I'm still undecided. We'll figure it out as we go. Oh hey, look! The old man had his, when I go shop in Pewter City, I have to take the Winding Trail in the Forest. If I do allow duplicating TMs, I will probably not actually use the missing no method of it, just because that fucks up your, Hall of Fame. I'll probably just use, like, PK Hex. Which, I mean, at that point, I could just put the move on a Pokemon, right? But I'll probably, like, just give myself, like, 99 copies of TMs or something like that. But you don't even have enough space in the PC to store like all of them. So actually what I might do okay, how does this sound for fair? If I want to use a TM multiple times, I have to have at least found it once, if it's one that's not purchasable, right? 'Cause this is mainly about the ones that are not purchasable. I have to have found it once, and then I can add it via PK Hex, but I will need to pay the Pokédoll, or sorry, not Pokédoll, the Pokédollar value for it. So that way it's not like, oh, I just like missing no duplicate, like Blizzard or Ice Beam or whatever that you get from the girl on top of the building in Saffron. It's like I would have to pay for it, but I have to at least obtain it once. So we'll keep track of the TMs that I've encountered. I think that's fair. And if there's like, if a TM doesn't have like an actual like valid sale price, we'll figure something out. Yeah, I'll probably try to keep it to like, I just teach one TM per Pokemon as well, so that way like a Pokemon isn't like an entire TM move list. Yeah, I think they all have valid sell prices. I don't think there's any that have like a weird like 10. What are you doing all the way over here? I've never seen the old man just wander this far over. Oh, I've had my coffee now and I feel great. I think in the Japanese version he says something about not being hungover anymore. Here you can go through. Are you in a hurry? I see you're using a Pokedex. Didn't Professor Oak, like, just invent the Pokedex? Like, didn't he just say, like, hey, this is my creation, I just made this, it's a Pokedex, like, go document everything. How does this dude know about it? When you catch a Pokemon, Pokedex is automatically updated. What? Don't you know how to catch Pokemon? I mean, we did catch a Pidgey. I'll show you how, then. Yeah, this is part of the missing no glitch. Because the game, rewrites your name with Old Man. Or sorry, it doesn't, but, so yeah, it does rewrite your name with Old Man, but it has to store your name somewhere, so it stores your name in the memory space that actually stores the random encounter table. So, and that won't, like, and when it copies your name back, it doesn't, like, zero out the random encounter table or anything like that, it just leaves your name there. So, if you fly to Cinnabar Island and then surf on the coast, you can encounter random battles, but it still doesn't modify the random battle table. You can also use that to capture Safari Zone Pokemon without having to follow the Safari Zone rules. Because if you're in a Safari Zone area, you teleport out, it doesn't change, it does not modify the encounter table, and then you fly to Cinnabar Island and you're in the same situation, where you've got, but instead of an invalid random encounter table, you've got that Safari Zone area's table. And I didn't show this story, but we can now get to this gym. Viridian City Pokemon Gym. This Pokemon Gym is always closed. I wonder who the leader is. The gym's doors are locked, and it forces you to step down. It kicks you basically like you try the door. It's like, oh, the door's locked. I'm gonna just jump off this cliff. Okay. Yeah, it makes you walk down and there just happens to be a cliff there. I think the same thing happens on Cinnabar Island with the gym, because you have to find the key for the gym. And after it sends that message, it pushes you down. And I mean, the reason it does that is because the trigger for that text is actually just standing on the tile, so they have to move the character off the tile so it doesn't get stuck in the loop. So it makes sense why it actually does it. Route to Viridian City to Pewter City. Rattata may be small, but its bite is wicked. Get one? We did not get one. In Viridian Forest, be careful. It's a natural maze. Trainer tips. Weaken Pokemon before attempting capture. When healthy, they may escape. Came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. We found an antidote. Yeah, I think the way it's supposed to work is that throwing a rock is supposed to make the trait easier or something like that. For poison, use the antidote. Get it at Pokemon. Sounds like a direct rip-off of Power World. To avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. Oh, that's ironic that we actually got a battle right in front of that sign. Makes catching easier, but also doubles their chance to flee. Yeah, Gust is normal type in this game. Beetle was caught. I don't think we're gonna try for a living Pokédex. Oh, I didn't read the first part of this out loud, but it has a sharp venomous stinger on its head. Yeah, Karate Chop is also normal instead of fighting. And Gust is normal instead of flying. I ran out of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon with. We should carry extras. So, like, if we were going for a living Pokédex, I'd probably try to capture this Kakuna. But we'll just beat the Kakuna down. Yeah, Kakunas and Metapods are the better experience sources at this stage of the game. They make you work for it unless you're a Pikachu with Thunder Shock, or your Charmander has Ember. But they are nice and safe for low-level Pokemon to beat up. Hey, you have Pokemon! Come on, let's battle them! Yeah, well, I said those two specifically because that's really all you have access to at this stage of the game. Bugcatcher wants to fight and sends out a Weedle. Yeah, Bubble and, Bubble can work, too. You could have access to Bubble, considering the other, starters. But who starts with the other starters? Charmander's where it's at, man. Although, actually, when I was a kid, I think... No, I chose Charmander, I think, the very first time I played this game. Pidgey grew to level 7. Poison Sting would is actually useful against Metapod, to be fair. So Weedle has an advantage there. But when it's Kakuna's, it just does normal damage, even though, despite saying it's not very effective, it just does normal damage. No, Caterpie can't cut it. Once you get a sleep skill, though, you don't have to injure the Pokemon, like, at all. Because if a Pokemon is asleep when you throw a Pokeball at it, you get, like, it's either a 5 or a 10% chance for the catch to just happen. Because of the sleep status. You'll scare the bugs away. So for some Pokemon, sleep is the way to go. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. Bugcatcher wants to fight. Which for some Pokemon, like even 7% on Pokeballs, like that's incredible odds. For Pokemon like legendaries that have like really low chance to catch anyway. Oh, our Pidgey hit level 8. Should have thrown Charmander out of it. That's fine. Yeah, I think that mechanic with sleep and catching only exists in Gen 1. Nothing happened. It can't get any harder. Enemy Kakuna faded. You got 106 experience and Charmander grew to level 8. I'll keep Charmander out for the moment. I'll probably switch him to the lead, because I should have switched him before this battle. So. But it failed. That's another thing too, I think that's something that they kept, might even be in the most recent games as well. Status moves, which have like 100% chance to land, do not have a 100% chance to land when used by the AI against the player. So a move like String Shot has a 100% accuracy, unless it's the AI using it against you. Then it has like a 1/3 chance to miss, I think it is. It's either a third chance to land or a third chance to miss. I forget which way it goes. But hey, we learned Ember. So I'm not going to switch because now we're level 9. Huh? I ran out of Pokemon? That you did. Sorry, that you did. Darn. I'm going to catch some stronger ones. Silent. Trainer tips. Contact Professor Oak via PC to get your Pokédex evaluated. And we find an antidote. Trainer tips. No stealing of Pokemon from other trainers. Catch only wild Pokemon. And a potion. And another potion. Hey, wait up. What's the hurry? Bugcatcher wants to play. Wait, one game shark code? What game shark code? Beetle's level 9, but I think our Pidgey can take it. Oh, you cannot tell me what to do. I gotcha. Game shark code that lets you tap for trained Pokemon. The problem is, though, that if you were to be able to steal the AI trainer Pokemon, the IVs are going to be... Actually, are they called DVs in Gen 1 or IV in Gen 1? I forget which. I think it's IV and EV. Individual value and FF values. The individual values for trainers are all, I think, 9 for hit points and 8 for everything else except one thing, which is 0. I think, if I'm remembering right. I could look it up. I just don't remember quite right off the top of my head. Hey, Pidgey's level 9 out too. You defeated Bugcatcher. Forgive! You're good at this. Sometimes you can find stuff on the ground. I'm looking for the stuff I dropped. You didn't. Did you drop a potion? Because it was like literally right in front of you in the tall grass here, like. Okay. Finders keepers. Jeepers creepers. Leaving Viridian Forest, Pewter City ahead. Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon name. Many Pokemon live only in forests and caves. You need to look everywhere to get different kinds. The battle ends immediately. It's funny because Gen 3 has a similar setup. Oh, just hit him with black glasses instead of a potion. Because yeah, Gen 3 would have hold items. Like in Fire Red and Leaf Green, probably. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, but Pewter Gym's Brock is totally into it. Wait, can I read this sign? Trainer tips and the knot. Any Pokemon that takes part in battle, however short, earns experience. Neat, we made it to the town. Let's go back there real quick. But there is something else that we can do. He's like, hey, I dropped my glasses. Oh wait, those are black glasses. Well, they aren't mine, so maybe I dropped them somewhere else. And then he leaves. Owie, you poisoned my Pidgey. It is interesting that the different experience you have between Red and Blue with Viridian Forest, because Blue, the Caterpies are way more populous, and the Metapods are more populous. And then in Red, the Weedles. So in Blue, your main threat of poison is generally... Well, it's an emergency vehicle going by. So in Blue, generally your main threat of being poisoned comes from the trainers. And in Red, you get that threat, plus the random Weedles you run into. Our first save. We saved the game. Hey, Nightcat. You're going to PoKéMoN League? Get it! You probably don't have any badges. A guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Pidoo wants to fight. Pidoo sent out Pidgey. He sent out our Pidgey. Right. And why is our sand attack doing, like, nothing? Yeah, in yellow he starts with an Eevee. We have sand attacked you 3 times, sir. How are you still landing attacks this easily? But yeah, he starts with an Eevee and yellow, and then the evolution path he takes depends on the very first fight if you win or lose, this fight if you win, lose, or skip it, and then I think skipping counts as a loss, the same as a loss, and then I think the fight before Nugget Bridge also influences what he chooses to use. Oh, just these two? Okay. I thought the third fight also played into it, but it's been a long time since I've looked into, like, the details. The nice thing is he does not have smart AI here, so he's not always going to use Bubble. But he did decide to use it there, and made our speed fall. Nice. Alright, Charmander, you might just, might bite it. I'm not gonna burn potions. I figured I'd give you a shot at Squirtle. It didn't go well. I don't like that you used Tail Whip on me. Get enough damage at all. Pop a potion here. We're covered by tea. If you lose at Oak's Lab, you're gonna fight a Vaporeon. Well, in this battle, he just uses, like, basic AI, so he just randomly chooses his moves, if I'm remembering right. So we just got unlucky with it choosing Bubble a couple times there. Aw, you just lucked out. I heard PoKéMoN League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Alright, let's head back to Pewter. And we'll use the, Pokemon Center there. Actually, really quick. Before we do that. I wasn't expecting a battle, but hey, we got a Rattata. Which we might one-shot. But that's fine. We've seen a Rattata now. Oh, and we got a level out of it, so alright. Okay, game. Alright, Pidgey, don't one-shot the Nidoran this time, please. This is another difference between red and blue. Red, I believe the encounter rates for Nidoran male in this area is higher, and Nidoran female is lower, and then on blue it's the opposite way. So finding a Nidoran female right now is really nice, because that's the more rare encounter. Although small, its venomous barbs render this Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns. What I actually was like wanting to do is to come over here. There's a sign. Pokemon League front gate. Only truly skilled trainers are allowed through. You don't have the Boulder badge yet. The rules are rules. I can't let you pass. Sag. Alright, now we'll go back here. Use the Pokemon Center up there. Yeah, or the 5% Caterpie encounter. Because we've seen Caterpie thanks to the trainer battles, so I'm going to be trying to catch one. And Pikachu would just be a bonus if we can get Pikachu. If we don't get a Pikachu before we get a Caterpie, or we run out of Pokeballs or some shit like that, then it is what it is. But we are also going to train up the Weedle a little bit, I think to level 9. Because that's the highest level that we've seen out of the trainer Pokemon. But we are kind of out of power points now, so I will probably just be running. Oh, it almost died. And you poisons, you won't make me burn an antidote. Ah, stop. Sorry about that, I just sneezed, and thankfully I was able to mute the microphone in time.
Hello.
I was looking over because I smelled the wax melt. And I looked over to see if the wax melt was on, and I couldn't see the wax melt, but I still just turned away. The screen anyway. Because I just assumed I'm smelling wax melt, so you must have a wax melt on.
It's the vanilla lavender.
Ooh, vanilla lavender, nice.
The last one.
Oh, well, I mean...
I didn't put any more on the list. That's why I'm feeling.
Rip. Okay, so let's try and catch us a Caterpie. We gotta go into Viridian Forest to do that. Let's also swap. So we want to train both our Weedle and our Nidoran female up to level 9, so we'll do that real quick. So what I typically do, there's one more like little self-imposed rule that I'm debating about, but when I catch a Pokemon fresh, I like to level it up to the highest level that I have seen out of trainer Pokemon. So like the Weedle and the Nidoran female, I want to bump up to 9. But I don't like... so like during the session, Charmander and Pidgey will be used if I need to swap train a little bit to get things going. But I'm not like gonna do battles Charmander only or Pidgey only to level them up. Because they're not my fresh Pokemon, right? And earlier when we caught Pidgey, I would have leveled it up to level 5, because the strongest Pokemon we had seen was Blue's Squirtle, which was level 5 at that time, but we caught Pidgey at level 5, so I didn't need to do any grinding at that point. We're gonna go grind against this bug trainer here. Anywho. Yeah, we are actively playing. I think we can throw out the Nidoran for this because being poison type, it can't be poisoned, and that is going to be not very effective, so. Tackle can miss though. Tackle is a 95% chance to hit in this. I mean, everything can miss because of the Gen 1 bug with accuracy, but I believe Tackle has a 95% chance to hit. And Gens like 1 and 2 at least? Oh, all the way until Gen 7. Okay. I couldn't remember which generation it got moved to a 100% accuracy move. I thought it was sooner than 7. Something that sometimes happens to me going through Viridian Forest as well, and this is a nice little Generation 1 special as well. If a Pokemon gains more than 1 level, and in that process they go past a level where they would learn a move, they won't learn the move. So Pidgey learns Sand Attack at level 5. If you come in here with, say, like a level 4 Pidgey, toss it up against a trainer's Kakuna by itself, and gain enough experience to, say, jump to level 6 or 7 from 4, you will miss out on Sand Attack with that Pidgey. And I've had that happen to me before. When doing, like, runs with, like, 0 grinding or something like that. Like, it sucks when that happens. I could also just walk up and down, and I might do that a bit, but, like, when you walk up and down, you might walk out of the grass or something stupid. Like, this way, it's just, I just bonk in a corner. Because you can get encounters when you turn. You don't have to actually move from one tile to another. This is the one thing that can be a little bit grindy with Generation 1, is there's a pretty large... Well, first of all, there's a pretty large difference in level between the random encounters and the trainer Pokemon of the area, right? So you're just getting less experience from that inherently, but also trained Pokemon get a boosted experience. So you miss out on that trainer boost, plus they're just lower level. It can just take longer to grind things. I could, like, simulate the grinding or whatever, right? Like, I've set up, like, Excel sheets to do that before. That take into account, like, what the effort values gained would be, based on the random spread of the Pokemon that appear in that area and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that for this. We're just gonna do it with actual battles. But I have done that sort of thing where it's just like, I don't want to actually grind. I more just want to play through the story. Oh, kind of nice. Beetle can take us by itself. It might take almost all of our power points, but I think Beetle should be able to. It's funny too because it says it's super effective, but it's not. It's just normal effective. Because poison is not very effective against poison, but it is in Gen 1 super effective against bugs. Which is why it says it's super effective here, because the game essentially goes down. It goes through a list of type versus type and what the effectiveness should be for the text message. And then so the first one it finds is poison versus bug. And so it goes, okay, I should use this text string that says it's super effective. But when it calculates the actual damage, the damage is correct. Yeah. Ooh, that feels nice when you look it up. But it might rain here soon. Or well, might storm or rain harder. It has been raining off and on today at various points. So chance to crit is based on the speed of your Pokemon. So our speed is 10, so I think we have like a 10 out of 255 chance. Or something like that, or it's a 10% chance. Oh, it's based on your base speed. Okay. Yeah, then it's set for every Weedle. I'm gonna do a quick save, just in case, like, if the storm gets really bad and we lose power. Which, like, I hope doesn't happen. But, you know.
I was just making sure when everything is going to be
Oh.
the stereo switch.
Not yet. It's good, it's good. The wind coming in actually feels kind of nice. Scott's thoughts for this info. Yeah, we might be able to beat a level 4. Ooh, got that crit. And I was about to say, and it's super effective, because I was just fucking reading. It's like, we just went over this, it's not super effective. But the crit was nice. He does solo challenges. Yeah, there's, who was it? Not PoKéMoN. Shoot. I'm trying to remember who it is on YouTube. There's somebody that does, that was doing a series where they took every, like, unevolved Pokemon solo through the game. Like, can you beat the game with just a Weedle? I can't remember who that is off the top of my head. PoKéMoN does, like, the lock picking, or the, like, soft lock picking stuff in other videos. Let me see, I'm gonna pull up YouTube real quick. Who am I thinking of? Show up on my homepage, please. Oh, speaking of PoKéMoN, 13 days ago, softlock picking over 500 hours to escape the tutorial with Heatran. Goku versus the Ginyu Force was hilarious. Okay, but I don't need to swap you. Who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking? Where? Please have one of your videos pop up on my homepage. I mean, I could just search. I dropped my phone. Damn it, slid out of my lap. And now box is falling over. Everything's falling apart. It's actually not, but... Okay, Rhonda said it is. Everything is falling apart. Literally. Beat PoKéMoN with J-Rose 11. That's who I was thinking of. J-Rose 11 has like a whole series of beating like the Gen 1 games, and I think he did a few videos in like the other gens as well, where you just start with one of the Pokemon from the game, and like that's the only Pokemon you can use throughout the entire thing. But yeah, also, he does allow having TM users, like additional Pokemon that are purely TM users, and they are never allowed to use in battle for J-Rose 11. It's, you know, obviously, like, not every Pokemon can learn Cut, right? Or Surf. I want to say that J-Rose 11 did beat the game with, Magikarp, but maybe not. He has a video from 2011, or 2017 rather, glitched Magikarp run. I'm not sure what makes the Magikarp glitched. It's oh, there's even a Reddit post by J-Rose 11 from 2 years ago. I figured out it's mathematically possible to beat Pokemon Red with a Magikarp. This is one of the most interesting runs I've ever done. I found a way to prove it's mathematically possible to beat Pokemon Red Blue with an official Magikarp. This video took forever. I really hope you guys liked it. Here, I'll post the link to the Reddit post. Here. Oh, we're gonna have to swap. We don't have the power plates. Wait a second to kick it out here. But I guess we saved some power points on the Nidoran female, so it is not a waste. It's an official Magikarp, so I don't know how he does it. I think I watched that video at some point. Or maybe I didn't see this one. But yeah, he has Bubble. Oh, you know what? It might be a, like... Okay, wait. He said an official Magikarp, so he might be using an event-distributed Magikarp. There may have been a Magikarp that was distributed at some event that comes with Bubble. For Gen 1. It's there's no lies in what he said. He said an official Magikarp that would be officially recognized, like if you transferred it to, I know my offense. Well, I'm guessing it has to have Bubble because he has I saw a Magikarp with Bubble. I don't know what he says in the video, though. Let me see the description. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon Red Blue. So the can you beat with only Magikarp run is legendary, even more legendary than most Pokemon speedrun videos. The Pokemon Magikarp only run is tricky and usually not successful. So in this video, I wanted to tackle one of the best Pokemon challenges, except I decided to use a Bubble Magikarp, not a University Magikarp, from the PCNY event Pokemon distributions. So there is a Bubble Magikarp. It was the PC New York event, Pokemon Distributions, if that's what NY stands for, PCNY. When I first played Pokemon on the Nintendo Game Boy, I never imagined it would somehow lead up to this insane Pokemon solo run, yet here we are. Magikarp Pokemon Solo Run Challenges rules, only the Pokemon Magikarp in battle, no items in battle, no glitches. Max DVs are enabled for this Magikarp only run to more accurately represent and compare each Pokemon. I'm a huge fan. Oh, this is not J-Rose's video, I just realized. J-Rose linked it to it. I'm a little confused. This video took forever, I hope you guys... Oh! I'm sorry. This is not J-Rose11's video. That is my mistake. I got confused. This was posted to J-Rose11's subreddit by user Mark Freecaro. My apologies. I misattributed the video. That is my bad. J-Rose11 does have a couple of videos regarding Magikarp, though. I'm trying to play it solo. So, just so you know, MWG, there is a University Magikarp with the special move Dragon Rage that was available through the Tamamushi University campaign that was run in magazines published by Shogakukan. 30 players who successfully completed the professor exam were selected to receive this Pokemon. So that one exists. But yeah, I don't see... So I'm not sure what he's talking about with the PCNY distribution one. But again, this is not J-Rose11. It was just posted to his subreddit. I misread that. I thought it was him who posted it, but it's somebody else. Oh wait, did I not? Or are we just getting bad luck with the encounters? I can't remember if I did. You do have to move like 3 or 4 tiles, I think, before a battle can happen again. No, I know we definitely did that. encounter rate in here sucks. I wanna Caterpie. And if we can encounter a Pikachu, that would be nice too. I might not be turning as often as I'm trying to. So, now I'm getting better turns. There's the surfing Pikachu as well. Oh yeah, you did mention surfing Pikachu. Like, holy no battles. This would be like an entire jaunt through Viridian Forest without encountering a single battle. You can... what? Get through without a single battle, you mean? This person's also somehow got their, I think they're using glitches, because they got their Magikarp up to level 120. Oh, hi, Pikachu! Yeah, we're gonna be tossing Pokeballs at like a half health. Okay. That crit scared me a little bit. But we'll take it. We're also out of power points, so we're gonna go heal up. And then we'll also level up this Pikachu. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity could build and cause lightning storms. Wanna give a nickname to it? No. We are just going to run at the moment because we need to restore our power points. And that was luck with that crit. As soon as it crit, I was like, uh-oh. Like, either we're going to be chucking Pokeballs at a half health thing, or we just killed this thing, and thankfully we did not. I was thinking, like, that could be a thing to have, like, your username gets used as a redeem, but the, or as a nickname for a Pokemon. But the naming, the amount of characters you can use for a name in the early gens is very, very limited for, Gen 1. Oops. Get out of here. It might be 11. I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever, like, explicitly counted. So we got the Pikachu, but we still need Caterpie out of here. Caterpie is actually who I was looking for. I was literally thinking, as we were bonking in that corner, okay game, I don't need another Pikachu, just give me an encounter. I think I am going to throw Charmander out, though, just because Pikachu's Thunder Shock can basically not screw over, but, like, beat up the other lower level Pokemon I have. And yeah, Pikachu's defense slower than special, but we just done route, so we'll remember. yeah, Growl and 2 Thunder Shocks, one of which was a critical. Near and female probably would have got wiped out by that. If we had tried to use her. I'll take some Kakunas. I'll even... Metapods are just as rare, I think, as Caterpies. I'll take a couple of those. Did you say you want a burger? Burgers are tasty. Well, I shouldn't say a blanket statement like that. There are definitely some burgers that are not tasty. But for the most part, burgers can be tasty. Give me an encounter game. I know Viridian Forest has a lower encounter rate than pretty much any other area in the game, other than the ones where there is literally a 0 encounter rate. Please, just give me an encounter. What is this? What is this awful RNG I am getting? Arm is getting a little bit tired. Wild Weedle appeared. I mean, it's something at least. Oh, MWG. That, event, Magikarp, is from Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Not a Gen 1 event. So it is an event Pokemon, but it's not a Gen 1 event Pokemon. But you could trade it back to Gen 1. No, I'm not going for Ash's Pokemon or anything. But we did happen to catch this Pikachu, so And we are looking for a Caterpie right now. Because Professor Oak wants us to complete the Pokédex, so, you know, we gotta catch Pokemon. Yeah, Yellow is the better place to try and emulate Ash's team. Because you get Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur without having to do any trading. You're just surprised that I'd bother with Pikachu at all, then? What kind of blasphemy is this, Mirage? Pikachu's our only electric option until... Ooh. Pikachu's our only electric option until, Voltorb? In Yellow, I think you encounter Magnemites where you encounter Voltorbs everywhere else, if I'm not mistaken. You just toss balls. Eh. Eater female's low enough damage that the crit right now I don't even think would knock the Caterpie out. But we'll toss balls now. Yeah, but Pikachu, can become Raichu as well. Pikachu does get a more varied moveset in Yellow compared to Red and Blue, though. I will give it that. I think in Red and Blue it doesn't even learn Thunderbolt, technically. Short feet are tipped with suction pads that enable it to tirelessly climb slopes and walls. The Worm Pokemon. Pikachu has its uses, but it is very much a glass cannon in a lot of ways, because... Wait, are there any other Pokemon I want to catch right now? Rattata. We need to capture a Rattata. Which we... can do up north, I think? More like a Talc Pop Gun. I think we can... I think this is... because this is the same route, yeah. So we could catch Rattata up here. You are not a Rattata, but you will work nicely for Pikachu. Yeah, its offense sucks unless you evolve it. And in Yellow, you can't evolve your Pikachu unless you trade it away, evolve it, and then trade it back. But then it's not your special Pikachu anymore. It looks like an actual bird. This bird got JPEG. Yeah, there's a Rattata. We might do one more, please. Yeah, we'll do one more, please. Now we'll try Pokeballs. Rattata was caught. Bites anything when it attacks, small and very quick. It is a common sight in many places. Nickname to it? No. I got sent to PC because we are kind of full up. Okay. Now we can train all these new Pokemon up for level 9. Before we explore Pewter City. And we'll do it in here because we can get, the grindy one. I mean, you can get through Brock without a whole lot of grinding. Like, we could probably take Brock on right now. We've got a Pidgey with Sand Attack. Charmander has Ember. Brock's not that scary with a Charmander start, if you know what you're doing. But, when I was a kid, I would, like, grind up to, like, a Charmeleon before beating Brock. Because I didn't realize that, Ember was the way to go. Yeah, but you have Misty after, too. Yeah, but you have Pikachu. If you catch one. Oh, the Misty... Whoops! Ah! I dropped my controller. It slipped out of my hand. So I have dropped it multiple times. Well, when it's on my lap, it just kind of slides off. That time, though, it was in my hand, and it just kind of slipped out. Just getting oddish. Well, why would your Pikachu be level 4? What do? Grab your Pikachus, slam it into the PC, and just never fucking look at it until you got a water Pokemon, and then up against a water Pokemon, you're like, hey, get out there! You got this, bud. Give it a slap on the butt and just send it to its doom? You fucking train it! Misty has good AI. All of the gym leaders have. Hence why I said, you just train it along the way. There's ton of trainers. You just toss it out and swap train. You could totally have a decent level. You don't even have to fight Misty right away. You can go all the way through the SS and the area to the right of Vermilion City before you even have to fight Misty. And as a matter of fact, that's probably what we are going to be doing. But you have tons of space to just naturally train while progressing the game without grinding against wild Pokemon. But yeah, all gym leaders, including Brock, use good AI. Brock just only has normal attacks though, so it's like doesn't really impact what he does. Although Brock has an infinite supply of full heal. Oh wait, actually no, you're right. That's not true. There is one or two gym leaders that don't use good AI. Yes. I think Surge is one. No, Brock's is actually infinite. For the full heals. There are some AI scripts that have limits, but his is infinite. He can use that full heal as many times as he wants. I'm like 80%, 95% certain. I wrote an emulation of the Gen 1 AI using the decompilation of Red. Agatha has bad AI too. Agatha's not a gym leader though, technically. I'd have to dive into the assembly and double check. But I'm pretty certain there wasn't any counter tracking how many times he uses his full heals. Most of the time when I end up... Actually, wait, can you even poison his Pokemon? Because rock resists poison, ground resists poison. I don't think ground Pokemon can be poisoned. Can they? Poison Pokemon are immune to poison. Typically, if I get any status on his Pokemon, it's burn, and he just immediately full heals it. Oh, only poison can't be poisoned? Okay. Poison Sting does so little damage, I pretty much, like, never use it against Brock. So I don't, like, have a whole lot of personal experience with, getting his Pokemon poisoned. Like I said, the main effect that I end up getting on his Pokemon, would be burn from using Ember. And he immediately full heals it anytime that happens. But I can't explicitly say that I've ever done it, like, 6 times to him, or 7 times. I don't think our Weedle can pop all this Kakuna, but we can at least begin with it. So whoever is our next one up uses less power points. You're talking Gen 1 Alpha Star, not like the Gen 3 remake. One second. To find the spot. Yeah, we're out of points. Which assembly file has the trainer AI? Yeah, so I don't know why he stopped using full heals for you, because his AI is literally just... Here, I'll even link it. This is his special portion, the special portion of AI for him. It literally is just load his Pokemon status into register A, check if he has, it ands A and then rets Z and then jumps to AI using full heal. So basically it's saying if his active monster has a status condition, use a full heal. There's no check for how many times he's used it. And there's no limits on it, unless that's built into AI useful heal. But yeah, no, AI useful heal is just call AI play restoring sound effect, call AI cure status, load into A, register A full heal, and then jump to AI print item use. So there's no check for him on how many times he's used it. So I don't know why it would have stopped in your playthrough. Unless for some reason the game started thinking that it didn't have the poison status when it was going through his AI script. So they don't have a concept of inventory count or PP, but some of them actually sort of do have like an inventory count. I'm using air quotes. And that, like, it checks, like, hey, how many times have I used this already? But yeah, they don't have any PP. They have infinite power points, so you will never see an enemy Pokemon use struggle. Actually meant to switch Pikachu up front, but that's fine. Generation 2, enemy Pokemon started to respect. Bless you. No, it does need the recharge when it hits you. It's just if it knocks you out, then it won't have a recharge. If you survive the hit, it does need the recharge. Can't you see that Smirmon doesn't do that? I'm not gonna cure that poison because we're just grinding. So the fixes are the bugs to you. Natural defense bug. I think Gen 2 is like my favorite spot for like PvP. I mean, I don't do a lot of PvP, but I think Gen 2 is where I like PvP best. For the tiny bit of it that I do. Or like if I just build like custom teams to fight each other or whatever, right? Like Gen 2 is where I feel that works the best. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily more balanced, but like... it has like the least bugs in the engine when it comes to the battles, I think. So it's where like things are working the most intended. Even if that intended is not out of between Gen 1 and 2, I mean. I'm not talking about like gens after that. Integral. Yeah, Psychic is kind of overpowered in Gen 1, I would say. Oh, you're out of power points. I forgot. And well, Pikachu's knocked out, so we'll just grind meter and female. My team is Kadabra. The rest of you plebs are here to pitch in when the mop is a bad matchup for Kadabra. I think that's pretty much what I did as a kid. Got myself Alakazam as soon as possible and just Alakazammed my way through the game. You slash and insta-crit. Yeah, Mirage, were you here when I was kind of talking about, like, some of the soft rules that I'm, like, self-imposing on this run? Okay. So, something that I'm allowing me to do is use PK Hex a little bit for some save editing, but what I'm going to use that for is TMs. So, because a lot of TMs are like a one-time find, use it, and then you can never have it again, what I'm doing around that is I have to find a TM first and have had at least one copy of it. And then, instead of using, like, item duplication with Missing No, you know, to, like, say, just dupe the items or whatever, because that, for one, that completely wrecks your Hall of Fame. Two, I don't want to just have duplicates of stuff with, no cost to myself. So, whatever the cost to purchase the item would be, I could then purchase it using a save editor. So, like, I could also modify the ROM, right, to make TMs available in a shop somewhere, like add them all to, like, some sort of shop inventory. But I'll just use PK Hex. I'll take the $Poké that I would need for that TM if I want to teach it to more than one Pokemon, and basically I'm paying for it. Right, I'm making it so that the TMs are available in shops. Because another way around it, like MWG is saying, this is basically Missing No with extra steps. It's basically me avoiding having to play through the game on a different part, and then trading my Pokemon over, like playing up to the point where that TM becomes available, trading a Pokemon over that I want to teach, teaching it, trading it back. Right, every time that I would want to like teach a thing or whatever, just I'm charging myself $Poké for it, whatever the cost would be to purchase the item. So it still won't be like cheap, right? Like I'm still paying a cost, but it is something that is not part of the normal thing. But it, like, you could do it at no cost if you really wanted. It would just be the cost of time, right? Which I would still have to pay a little bit because I need to get the $Poké for things. I figure that's relatively fair. I'm also, I think I'm going to impose as well that, like, I can't have a Pokemon that's, like, nothing but TMs, right? Or nothing but HMs. Like, only one move slot I'm going to allow to be an HM or TM per Pokemon. But I could, as long as it's a TM, I could replace it. Yeah, Flash is like a shitty Sand Attack, because it doesn't have 100% accuracy, like Sand Attack does. I think it's an 80%. Yeah, you don't need Fly either, but it is a pretty powerful flying type attack, so it's actually useful as an attack. The red bar alert that you cannot turn off. Oh, and we've got a Kakuna to suffer through the red bar alert. Enjoy that, chat. Oh wait, the ad break folks don't have to deal with it. Yeah, Cut is like a subpar normal attack. How do you use that more to navigate than as an actual attack? I think Strength is a normal attack as well. Alright, so Nidoran female has hit the level that we wanted to grind to, so we're gonna pop that in the PC for now. We'll heal first. Another thing that I'm doing too, like, part of why we're grinding right now, is any new Pokemon I catch, I'm leveling up to, like, the highest level. Oh, yeah, Rattata's poison. They painted right on the desk, too. Aw, poor thing. So that's why we're grinding the Pokemon that we just caught, up to at least level, or up to level 9. So I'm not going to be, like, super over-leveling or anything like that. But also, if, like, I do happen to end up with a Pokemon that's, like, a ridiculously high level, it happens. I'm not, like, purposefully avoiding it either, if that makes sense. Wait a second, is there another Pokemon that I should be training right now? Hold on. Is dead. For some reason, my brain is like, wait, I saw 2 Pokemon in the... No, okay. There were 2 Pokemon in there when I withdrew the Rattata because I had to put the Nidoran female one. Okay. I think I'm actually going to take a really quick break. Like, 5-10 minutes, maybe? So I will be right back. OBS has crashed. Whoops. OBS has crashed. Would you like to copy the crash log to the clipboard? The crash log will be saved to, and then it has a location. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. I could tell from your chatter that this is still live. And I don't know why that's if I click the button, I think I might, if I suddenly go offline, I will